Hi friends, welcome to Astrology. I'm Chirag Modi, welcome you on this platform. Today again we are going to discuss some important on astrology. We are going to learn some basics of astrology. First of all, wishing you a happy Dhanteras and also wishing you happy Diwali in advance, and may your Diwali will be very happy and prosperous and blissful. So today we are going to discuss about planet Jupiter. Okay, now we will discuss today the Jupiter's transit through different houses. See, first of all, we have to understand that whenever we are talking about the transit, yes, transits are considered from moon sign as well as Lagna sign. So we have to consider both this aspect, both these domains equally, and we have to judge the real impact of the planetary transits on one's life. So let us understand Jupiter transit. Before going to understand the Jupiter transit, what is Jupiter? Jupiter is the most generous, benevolent planet among all the planets of our solar system. And this Jupiter is also considered as a Vidyakaraka planet, which impart knowledge to the all living beings. As well as Jupiter is generally a Karaka or a significator of expansion. So if you see Jupiter, wherever the Jupiter is placed in your natal chart, that house Jupiter will expand. Jupiter is very good for Trikona as well as Kendra's house in the natal placement. But today we are going to discuss about the effect of Jupiter's transiting Jupiter through the different houses. So first of all, let us understand the effect of Jupiter transit from the first house. See, the first house is associated with your body, yourself, own self. So whenever Jupiter transiting through the first house, ultimately Jupiter will expand your first house. So yes, the person's maturity, the person understanding ability, the person's confidence will enhance. Okay, and ultimately that native will have more confidence in the life, and native sometimes may have overconfidence too, that is on the negative side. So it will increase your confidence level, it will bring a lot of ego problems also along with that, and native self development will take place when the Jupiter is transiting from the first house. Secondly, this house is again associated with your thought process. So ultimately, this Jupiter will bring a lot of expansion of your psychology. Psychology per se, your mental development. Okay, so Jupiter transiting from the first house ultimately will enhance your confidence, will enhance your health, will enhance your learning and understanding ability, will enhance your knowledge, and on the negative side, it will enhance your ego, and sometimes it will also enhance your weight. Now, let us understand the transit of Jupiter through second house. So, second house is a very, very favorable transit for Jupiter. In this house, it will impart a lot of gains. It will enhance a lot of wealth. So, okay, so native will have wealth gain from family. Native will have wealth gain from society or his profession, and he will have very happy time with the family. Okay, and he will have very happy time with his parents and his family. Ultimately all the good auspicious events may take place, and native ultimately will become very health conscious too, while Jupiter transiting second house, and sometime he will show weight loss. Okay, because he will be very health conscious, is eating very hygiene food only, while Jupiter is transiting from second house. Now let us see Jupiter third from the Lagna or a moon, when Jupiter is transiting from the third house. As you know, Jupiter is third house is known for efforts, struggles, energy level. Okay, so whenever Jupiter is transiting from your third house, the native struggle will increase. Again, I would like to say that native will have a lot of short distance traveling. Native will become very vocal, and native will be visible on all the social networking platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Everywhere he will have a lot of things to share with the society. And here Jupiter will make native good bonds with his siblings. Okay, and his siblings' life will also have some auspicious events in the during this transit. Okay, again I would like to say that native struggle will increase. So yeah, career will seems a little bit odds and difficult period, but ultimately yeah, related to siblings, family, friends, neighbors, this transit is ultimately very good for the native, for relationship with all these things. Now let us see the Jupiter transiting fourth house. So fourth house, yes, it is again associated with the mind. It is associated with the heart. So whenever Jupiter is transiting from the fourth house, native will have a lot of stress, psychological problems, stress, lot of tensions. Okay, and this Jupiter will make native some problems associated with the family life. Native will have some difficulties related to real estate, and maybe he will buy some real estate properties also. But ultimately, Jupiter will expand the fourth house. This is not a good transit of Jupiter, because fourth house is not supposed to be the good transit for Jupiter. But here are some differences you will see among different astrologers. But yes, Jupiter fourth house transit, you just witness yourself. It will give a lot of tension throughout this transit. Native will not be able to enjoy happily. Okay, and it will increase your wealth in terms of we can say fixed assets. Okay, like real estate properties, and may be possible that native may buy some vehicles, and some acquisitions or purchase of gold and some metals will take place during the fourth house transit of Jupiter. The health of the mother of the when the Jupiter transiting fourth house may be a cause of stress for the native. Now, let us see the effect of Jupiter transiting fifth house from the Lagna or a Mona. So, ultimately, this is again a very noble transit. This is most favorable transit again. It will increase the learning ability, it will enhance the learning of the native, and it will also give some academic success in the life of native. There is happiness in the family, there is happiness of the health of the mother. There is everywhere happiness. There is increased in the reputation of the native in the society, at the workplace, as well as there is elevation in the position aura, and there is also elevation of ultimately authority of the native. Yes, there is also possibilities of speculative gain when the Jupiter is transiting from the fifth house of the native. So ultimately, native will have a lot of good things in the life: happiness, reputation, plus position, plus expansions, plus speculative incomes, plus children-related happiness. Yes, there are possibility of childbirth in the native's life also can be seen. There is also some good news associated with their children. Okay, so ultimately, this is a very good transit of Jupiter. Now let us see the Jupiter transiting from the sixth house. Sixth house is associated with rogue energy. Okay, so ultimately Jupiter transiting from the sixth house bring about some diseases. Okay, and there is also gain of weight, as well as there are some we can say obstacles in the native's life. Career seems to be difficult also, and there is also competition happening in the native's life wherever he goes. Means in the workplace also there is a competition, in the studies there is also competition, and it is also tough time. It will give a lot of anxiety, stress, tensions in studies, career, everywhere. Okay, and yeah, related to debt, Jupiter transiting from the sixth house will expand your debt, and native may have some new debt, or during this transit, native will be able to repay the completely debt, and he will become debt free. So ultimately, this is again a good transit related to the native's debt. Okay, now it will also increase your animosity with the people, especially at the workplace. Related to career, this transit will bring some new changes. Okay, some transformation, new changes in the career, and native may change his job or his organization. Now, let us see the Jupiter transit from the seventh house. The seventh house transit is not that favorable, not that bad, that bad. Okay, so ultimately, there is a lot of traveling with natives' life when they're transiting from the seventh house. The possibility of marriage cannot be avoided, and there is a new partnership formation can take place, new business expansion can take place. This is a good transit for yes business class people. There is a growth in the business, expansion of the business, there is a new venture of the business can take place. Marriage life, this is a happy time for the marriage life, and actually the native will be able to see the good maturity of their partner. Okay, and native will feel like this song while they are with their spouse, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूँ, kind of love harmony, love equation in the marriage life can take place. Now let us understand Jupiter transiting 8th house. So yes, 8th house is a kind of having hidden energy, occultism. So Jupiter will enhance this hidden energy, will expand this occultism in the native's life. Native's orientation and interest will move towards occultism. He will try to learn some occult science, and those, especially those who are astrologers, will get a good opportunity while this transit. Their knowledge will enhance in the multifold, as well as this is a good transit for the science students also who are into the research. So this will also increase your domain into the research. So this is a good transit related to research and occultism. And yes, there is a chances of some ancestral wealth gained through succession, some wealth gained through insurance, or some hidden wealth gain can be seen while transiting Jupiter from the eighth house. Yeah, this eighth house is again we can say emotional roller coaster. The native's life will not be so easy during the eighth house, and there are some diseases may take place. Some unknown, undiagnosable disease can take place. Native will not be so happy. He has a physical distress. He has a mental distress. He has a lot of distress in the life, and all the relationship. There is a lot of problems. Native will have blames. Native can see the different. Approach from the society. He would feel that he is unwanted, native is unwanted by his friends, family, workplace, everywhere. Native will feel quite a different energy, psychological problem, physical problem, career problem, relationship crisis, and native will stray between moha maya and dharma, and native will have very high spiritual vibes during this transit. Now, there are so many things to say related to these transits, but now let us move to ninth house. So, ninth house is again a most favorable transit of Jupiter and most favorable house of one's life. So, ninth house is a we can say house of fortune. So, wheel of fortune will favor the native. There are a lot of long distance traveling. Native will have a lot of faith on the God. Native will become God loving, God fearing. He will do a lot of puja part, and native will spend some good quality time with his father, and native has a good support and favor from his higher ups. Okay, and ultimately good transit. The good things are happening. Good time with the friends, good times with the family, good times with the children, good times at the career, good times with the higher authorities. So ultimately, this is one of the good position. And during this transit, native will get support from one some mentors in his life. Matlab, there is a possibility that one mentor will enter the native's life this year and will guide him to live the life. Now let us see the Jupiter transiting the 10th house. So this is a kind of expansion in the duties, responsibilities at the workplace. So ultimately, yes, a little bit tougher time, but there is a gain in the position, gain in the power, gain in the career front. But yeah, career is not that easy also while Jupiter transit in 10th house. The expectation of your supervisors will be so high, and it would seems like that unmatchable demands by your higher ups. So ultimately, it will increase your level of stress. But yes, it will expand your fourth house also. Some real estate deals and some real estate purchase may take place. But ultimately, yeah, I would like to say that this is a good position for career growth, but it is not a good position for your children, your education, and your health. Now let us see the Jupiter transiting your 11th house. So this is again a very favorable position of Jupiter in the transit. This is the happy house of Jupiter. Here the Jupiter will be very happy. Jupiter will impart knowledge. Jupiter will impart gain. Jupiter will impart profits. Jupiter will impart your elevation, your promotion. Jupiter will expand your career responsibilities and your positions and powers. So ultimately, this is a very good transit of Jupiter. You will get a support from your elder brother, and yes, your elder brother or elder siblings will be benefited by this transit. So ultimately, this is a very good transit in one's life to fulfill all the desires come true, all the dreams come true during this transit. So ultimately, wonderful transit. Now, finally, let us understand the Jupiter transiting 12th house. You know that 12th house is a house of expenditures, house of losses, house of isolation, house of loneliness. So yes, Jupiter bring about all these things in the life. And during this transit, Jupiter, this native will feel very lonely. He will have isolation from his friends, family, relationship, and there is a possibility of abroad and foreign settlement during this transit cannot be avoided. Okay, ultimately, yeah, this will bring about some hospitalizations, some physical fitness related problem, some expenditures associated with the family causes, maybe investment into the real estate or some sort of some auspicious occasion may take place in the family, and there is a need for expenditures. So ultimately, it will increase your expenditures. It will enhance your spiritual vibes also, because in the Kal Purush chart, if you see, the 12th house is the Pisces sign, and it's a Jupiter's own house. So Jupiter is a very comfortable ultimately in this house, but in the transit, it will bring a lot of challenges. So yes, spiritual upward we can say growth can be seen. So ultimately, native will have a spiritual growth. Native will learn how to live life in isolation. So ultimately, it is very good transit. So my dear friends, thank you very much. I hope you have understood this video. And in this video, we have discussed about Jupiter transiting through different houses, and I'm sure you liked it. And if you liked it, please press the like button, and please share my videos to all your friends and family and relatives, and please do not forget to subscribe my channel. Not only subscribe the channel, but also press the bell icon, so you will get all updates of all my latest videos on the astrology. So I hope you will learn astrology very well with Astrovichar, and I am here to make you competent enough in astrology. So thank you very much. Wishing you happy Dhanaterasa, Dhantrayodasi, wishing you happy Diwali, and in advance wishing you happy New Year. Thank you very much.